Yes. Hello, everybody. If I could have your attention for a quick announcement. We have an ice cream truck full of ice cream. The problem is there are 2 cars in the way and our ice cream truck cannot park. So the winner who gets to go move the car, number 1, is Arkansas plate 900 XVB. It's a white Pilot. And the winner number 2 who gets to move their car is Arkansas plate 302 Win. So we're looking at a Volvo black 302 Win and Pilot white 900 XVB. Also, everybody is invited to come visit Andrew to get a portrait with your friends and family. Thank you.
Hello. Hey, folks. So I'm sure you're having a good time. Samantha and I are glad you all came. It means so much to have so many people we love. You should know that if you showed up at my wedding, you were going to have to sit through a poetry reading. It's not an open mic. It's a very close mic. We have a few friends who are going to come up and family who are going to come up and do things. Samantha?
I'd like to invite my father, Robert Haycock, to come to the microphone and share first.
Thank you all for being here. Can you hear me? Good. Can my father-in-law hear me? Excellent. Piece by Margaret Atwood called Habitation. Marriage is not a house or even a tent. It is before that and colder. The edge of the forest, the edge of the desert, the unpainted stairs. At the back where we squat, outside eating popcorn. The edge of the receding glacier, where painfully and with wonder at having survived even this far, we are learning to make fire. Goddess danced, this is one of mine. Goddess danced her everlasting dance. Bangles, beads went spinning from her skirts. Off they flew into the fecund dark, growing there, planted in the fields of night. Stars, planets, and you, my love, and me. Thank you.
Okay, I had to change things up a little bit. Francois, my friend Francois Luong is here from the Bay Area, is going to read a poem.
Hi, I'm Francois. You may know me as that guy who plays the guitar on the internet and annoys everyone, or that guy who did the illustration on the invitation to the wedding ceremony. I've been pretty much on a break from writing for the past 2 years. So Matt and Sam yesterday gave me an interesting challenge to riff a poem on Elizabeth Bishop while making a reference to Keanu Reeves. So let's see how it goes. The poem I'm riffing on is the well-known one art, which starts with the tercet. The art of losing isn't very hard to master. So many objects seem filled with the intent to be lost that their loss is no disaster. And I'll stop here, or otherwise I'll read it 3 times. Ways to translate I do. Not with 2 cities, not with 2 rivers, not or even a continent, not with this obsession with the number 2. Make all the small gestures to keep the sentence simple. Between 2 cities, steps through glacier tops, a desert basin and a prairie, or perhaps a journey south between 2 rivers, an open hand for times of drowning, or to reach through a plexiglass window. Toward a new shore, a new continent, on a rickety fishing boat by night, while we hold on to all those who would miss us, more than just 2 words, one shape and another end. Thank you.
Another friend of mine is going to read a poem, my old and dear friend and brother Shannon Jonas.
This is called Luminous Night, and it's by Lewis Simpson, which is a poet that Matt and I kind of discovered or shared when we were younger. Luminous Night. I love the dark race of poets, and yet there is also happiness. Happiness. If I can stand it, I can stand anything. Luminous night, let fall your pearls. Wind, toss the sodden boughs. Then let the birch trees shine like crystal. Light the boughs. We can live here, Christina. We can live here, in this house, among these trees, this world so many have left.
All right, so Shannon's other half, Adam Clay, my other oldest friend. So some of you might not know that it's Adam Clay's birthday today. I think he's 29, like me. And what he doesn't know is we have a birthday cake for him, and we're all going to sing happy birthday to Adam because he gave up his birthday to be with us. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I always heckle him when he reads, but way better, so.
Yeah. You're not going to heckle me now? Matt and I have this sort of running joke about the worst poems to read at weddings. So when he asked me to read a poem, I was like, I had so many choices, but I decided instead to write one for the wedding. So this could be the worst poem. See, he's heckling me already. Poem for Samantha and Matthew. We don't need to know the names of the birds to sleep in their nests. How many clouds in as many days, different with the glow of the sun, different with grass dropped from the sky. Behind clouds we paint ourselves into. Behind clouds we paint ourselves into. With the sparks from words thought, unsaid, but spoken. A tree for every single word. The sky's full of mourning doves, with nothing to mourn. Each word flies so perfectly in the sense of love. Where were we when we weren't right here? It doesn't matter, because the deep breath is both like and also a hand holding a hand, which means there's still time, means there's still a sky to frame, a hand holding a hand, still a sky to frame, two bodies, we'll need a tree, we have so many, just beyond those clouds you paint yourselves into.
Cut the cake. Anne? They're still asleep. Kathy, are you here? Yeah. Kathy McGregor, if you don't know our dear friend Kathy McGregor, she's the founder of the Prison Story Project, so. She's a big part of our lives and our family, and she's led me into hell in the prisons and guided me back out.
Yeah, well, we've been in the darkest place in America, death row, so I thought we told each other everything, but he never told me about that trip to Standing Rock. And I had to figure out on my own that something was up. So I think it's only fair that I channel the Modoc Indian tribe for this folktale for Sam and Matt. A long, long time ago, the moon was always full and lived in the sky. And then one day, some old grizzly bear clouds came and started chewing on Moon. And Moon decided right then and there to go live on the earth. But you know how it is sometimes when you go very far away from home, you just get lonely and you want to find home again. Now, Moon's only friend was Otter. So one day he said to Otter, Otter, do you know any girls? And Otter said, yeah, on the other side of the lake, there live 10 flashy little green frogs and one humble little green frog. Moon thought about that for a minute, and he said, well, I'd like to meet those girls. So Otter sent word round, and those 10 flashy little green frogs, they did up their hair with ribbons and bows, and they put on their pretty little buckskin dresses, and they put their canoes in the water, and they started rowing right over to Moon. But little humble green frog, she didn't have any fancy ribbons or bows for her hair, so she just put some mud and sticks in her hair. And she didn't have a fancy buckskin dress, so she just wrapped her blanket around her. And she didn't have a canoe, so she broke off a branch and she put it in the water, and she started rowing right over to Moon. Now, when those 10 flashy little green frogs got over there, they said, hey, Moon, look at me. Don't I look good? But little humble green frog, she didn't say anything. She just bowed her heads. Now Moon, he looked at those 10 flashy little green frogs, and he looked at little humble green frog, and he said, I like her. She liked him too. But Otter said, why her? And Moon said, 'cause she's got special powers. She knows how to bring things back to life. Well, it's your choice, said Otter. And those 10 flashy little green frogs, they just rowed back across that lake in a huff. But little humble green frog, she just rowed back across that lake to get ready for her wedding. Now remember, I told you, she didn't have any fancy ribbons or bows for her hair, so she just picked some wildflowers and put them there. And she didn't have a fancy dress for her wedding, so she wrapped her blanket around her and covered up those holes in the back. And then she put her branch back in the water, and she started rowing right over to Moon and her wedding. Now, those 10 flashy little green frogs lined their canoes up, and she had to row right past them. So they hit her and bit her and pinched her, and they made her cry. So she was quite a mess when she got over to Moon. But Moon, he just reached in his pocket for some magic yellow cornmeal that heals and sprinkled it on her. And he looked at her, and she looked at him, and he picked her up, and he put her in his heart, and he went back up to live in the sky. Now, you know this story's true, because if you look at the moon on nights when it's full, you can see little humble green frog right there in his heart. And you know he made the right choice. Because you know those old grizzly bear clouds that come and chew on Moon? Little humble green frog in his heart brings him right back to life. It's been always happening, and it will always happening when two make just the right choice. Thank you.
My sister Anne is going to sing us a song.
Sidka, are you out there? My little sidekick Penelope was going to do something with me, and she fell asleep. So if Sidka and Adela want to come up and help, that'd be wonderful. I forgot my guitar strap in Wisconsin. ever really loved me like he loves me. Yeah, he does. Is there somebody ever really loved me like he loves me? Yeah, he does. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. I'm in love for the first time. Don't you know it's gonna last? It's a love that lasts forever. It's a love that has no past. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Ain't nobody ever really done me like he done me. Yeah, he does. Is somebody ever really done me like he done me? Yeah, he does. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down, don't let me down, don't let me down. Thank you, everybody. That's just, a little, I'm not really a performing musician. I just love to do music, and Matthew and Sam very much know that. So thanks for letting me share on this special day.
Is Manfred out there? He's coming. He's coming. Our friend Manfred is going to share with us.
It's right there.
Manfred, do you want to say anything?
Hello, everybody. My name is Manfred, and I'm from Cameroon all the way to Africa. And I'm so glad to be here today, and I thank God first to be here, because I can't believe what happened to me, because my life just changed just one time. And I would like to say something tonight or right now. And I thank St. Paul Church a lot. Without you guys, I never be nothing. You've been there so far for me, helping me with everything. So it's like, you guys was amazing. And the first day I get here, and the first person who came to my house was Samantha. And she told me that, Manfred, whatever you need, anytime, even 1 o'clock in the morning, call my phone and I'll be there for you. And tonight, I want to be here for you also, like last time you did for me. And Suzanne, the press right here, you're more than a mom. You're more than everything. And I love you, and I will never stop loving you. And I have also my dad, I don't know where it is, Dave. I don't know where it is, maybe he's gone. And he's been here for me also. And we also have Samantha. We have also Margaret. I don't know where she is. And she's on the British and husband and kids. So thank you so much, guys. You mean a lot to me. Without you, I'm nothing. And every single dollars you spend so far for me, Stephanie and Elohim. And I pray God every night to give you more than what you do. And be blessed forever. Thank you so much. And so right now we're going to go all the way back to Africa. I don't know if you guys be in Africa, but we're going to be in Africa right now. And I want every single person to enjoy African music. I love you so much. Thank you.
Je prends la position 74. Au quartier, ça s'appelle la position des Congais. Des Congais, la position des Congais. Attrape-me là, attrape-me là. J'entre jeu, j'ai dit j'entre jeu. Après, je touche un peu local. Faculty, attrape-me là, attrape-me là, attrape-me là. J'entre jeu, j'ai dit j'entre jeu. Après, je touche un peu local. Faculty, insiste bébé, persiste bébé.
Est-ce que ça va les filles?
Persiste bébé, insiste.
Tapez la main.
Pas de coulve, je vous explique. Je peux, et là, ça veut dire tout le monde ici. Position 74. De moi, ma digne image, je me marie aujourd'hui. Je m'en fous des belles-mères.
J'ai le marabout des beaux-frères.
J'ai le marabout des belles-sœurs.
Ok, là, yop. Protège.
Celle que tu méprises, un autre te respecte, un autre protège. La femme que tu négliges. Et là, je prends la position 74. Au quartier, ça s'appelle la position des Congais. Des Congais, la position des Congais. Attrape-me là, attrape-me là. J'entre jeu, j'ai dit j'entre jeu. Après, je touche un peu local. Pas cool, G. Persiste, bébé. Tourne la rame. Persiste, bébé. Insiste, bébé. Pas cool, veut que je vous explique. Je peux. Et là, ça veut dire tout le monde ici. Position 74. Ne moi matin image, je me marie aujourd'hui. Alors, nana, je m'en fous des belles-mères. Ana, oh, nana, je m'en fous des poupées. Ana, oh, nana, j'ai le maga pour les belles sœurs. Et là, maillot. Et là, maillot. Attendez un peu. Et là, maillot.
So, just quick, for those of you who aren't members of St. Paul's, that is why you marry an Episcopalian.
Thank you, everyone. Please, if you haven't already, get your picture taken with Andrew. He does beautiful portraits. He took our picture if you saw it when you were in the receiving line. We also have an ice cream truck in the yard. That's our dessert. So please make your way outside, get a popsicle or some ice cream, and have some fun. Thank you.